minutes. We're now getting some breaking news on the broadcast. We're learning that a monorail train undergoing testing at Vadala is met with an accident after it derailed and hit a structure. There was no passenger on board. The motorman, however, sustained some injuries and was rescued from the spot. Officials from MMRDA and police are present at the site. We also have managed to source these visuals from that very site, which is from that derailment of the monorail that has, in fact, was undergoing testing at Vadala area of Mumbai. That's where it derailed, and there you can see how badly has the derailment really happened. It hit a structure, we are told, but thankfully, because it was a trial, it was a test run that it was undergoing. There was just the motorman who was on board. There were no passengers who were on board this monorail. The motorman, we are told, has sustained some injuries, but he too has been thankfully rescued from the scene of the accident. My colleague Yesha Kotak is with us on the broadcast. Yesha, what has happened here and what is the situation now?
Over the last couple of weeks, after there was an accident at Monorail, wherein there were several passengers who were stranded, the monorail services have been suspended. In fact, as a part of the statement that was issued by monorail authorities, they've mentioned that because there have been several errors that have been noticed at monorail is where they are undergoing maintenance, and only once the services is fixed is where it will be open for public. When it comes to this very incident that has taken place, in fact, what's important to note is that this was a trial run that was taking place. It's a part of the maintenance practice of monorail, and which is where, as a part of this maintenance practice, is where the train was undergoing testing and has met with an accident where it derailed and hit a structure. Like we mentioned, because it was a part of the maintenance procedure. It was a part of trial, is where there were no passengers on board. There was only one motorman who sustained injuries and has been rescued from the spot. It is said that the alignment of the train was damaged, and officials from MMRD and police are present at the site.
Right. Any more details that you're picking up, Yesha? Because these visuals are rather disturbing, because the commute, the traffic underneath that entire track of monorail is still operational. It could have turned rather disastrous, but thankfully there were no injuries. There's just one that has been reported, and that too of the driver. He's undergoing treatment, but as far as the checks and balances that should have been taken care of before this trial was announced, all of that needs to be, in fact, investigated upon. What is the MMRDA really saying about it?
So as of now, of course, MMRDA has not issued a statement on this. It is preliminary information just come out, and like we've been speaking about, there's the commute that is sitting out below the very monorail where the trial is on is the usual. It is in fact a usual route. Which is a traffic-bound route towards from suburbs towards town and back. So yes, there is usually this very stretch is usually has a lot of traffic below it. But so far, MMRD has not issued any statement. And yes, with the first compartment being derailed, it could have turned into a bigger tragedy. But what the initial information speaks about the fact that this very compartment had hit the structure, and that's where it had derailed from the spot that it is.
Yes. Yesha, from what we see in these visuals and the close-ups that we are just putting out for our viewers, this is almost a big damage that one is speaking about, and this is almost callous that the traffic underneath has not yet been stopped. Why has their diversion not been made? What are the authorities saying about that?
So like we see now, there are police and MMRD authorities at this spot. So far, none of them have issued any statements about why the traffic has not really been in fact diverted to a different location. That we be speaking about, this is a usually heavy traffic area during the peak hours, during the office hours, because it is the route which connects the suburbs to town. Yes.
Right, absolutely, Yesha. This could have turned rather disastrous. As you can see, the monorail has nearly tilted and it has hit a structure, sustained a lot of damages while it was on this test run in Vadala.